Hi everyone, it's Ruth from Ruth's Astrology and Tarot. I wanted to thank everyone for coming out to see me yesterday on the plaza while we did Astrology and Tarot. It was wonderful to meet so many of you and do some Astrology and Tarot. Today we have Mercury Retrograde and we have at the same time a full moon in Capricorn. So we're trying to build structures today. Mercury in Capricorn makes it a little bit difficult, and Mercury in Capricorn Mercury in Cancer retrograde is ruled by the moon, and this is the sign of the mother and loving and caring. So we could be, for the month of July, and it's been 2 weeks since we've been in the shadow period, we can be trying to be mothering and caring, and it kind of goes cockeyed. And so we just have to be careful with our communication and give us all that extra loving and caring that we can. With the moon in Capricorn, the full moon in Capricorn later today, it'll be full moon. We have, this moon is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn is in Aries. Saturn is still conjunct Neptune, not exact, not by 3 degrees, but it is in the same sign. So we're having a little bit more trouble communicating and bringing forth our ideas and trying to not be snippy at each other. So, you know, we're building structures today. The moon is in Capricorn. That's what we're doing. There's a lot of changes that are happening in the United States. And we did have the big earthquake in Venezuela. We have had Uranus conjunct Mars in Gemini, which started this last weekend. And we have had Uranus last week that was at the final degrees of Taurus and conjunct the star Algol, which can be very devastating. So there's a lot that happened, and there's a lot that continues to happen. And with this moon in Capricorn, you know, we're trying to build structures again and trying to find our way around what is going to work and what isn't going to work. And I expect there'll be a lot of review and redo, and that's okay. Because at the end of the Mercury retrograde, we end up in a better place because we've tried other things and we found what works and what doesn't work. We also have the great bucket that is happening. We have, first of all, we have Chiron that has changed from Aries to Taurus, giving us a little bit more grounded and earth tones, as opposed to being in Aries, which was about I am. So that is a big change. And it is in opposition to Pluto right now. So we have a lot of planets that are talking to each other. We have the great bucket that is happening, which is Pluto, Saturn, Neptune, and Uranus, that are all forming trines and sextiles right now, and they're talking. And on the, I believe it's about the 15th of the month, they will all be at 4 degrees. So these planets are doing things, they're taking action, they're changing things. And so we have a lot that's happening. The Uranus and Mars conjunction is now until about July 8th. And so, you know, give or take a few days, because it's still close together, very close together. We have things that are the wild card. That's what we call Uranus and Mars, the unpredictable. We don't know what's going to happen, but things are changing. And we don't know in what direction it's going to go. Is it going to go in the direction I want or the direction you want? No one knows, but things are changing, and they're changing fast. So we're building the structures today, and we're keeping in mind that Mercury is retrograde today, and we're going to be as compassionate and as kind and watch our communications today. So this is Ruth from Ruth's Astrology and Tarot today. I hope everyone has a beautiful full moon in Capricorn. Bye-bye.